U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 65 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love.
Looking to put a drive together. McCarthy off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back. At once.
42-yard line.
But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Here's McCarthy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Second and 10. An inside give to Jones. Able to push through for about 4 down to the 37.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jefferson moving in motion left.
Yo, I don't drink gin.
He'll try and do this himself. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Jefferson moving in motion left. Throwing is McCarthy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To the air with McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught.
Ball. Yeah.
A.J. Brown, 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Vikings 7. Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was to the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take possession.
Hey, it's okay, bro. You good, son. You good. I don't mean to do you bad on stream. I don't mean to do you bad like this, but huh? For what?
That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy.
It's not my fault. You sorry, but come on, you can be better at this game. I know you can.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation.
I got you,
It's a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
Come on. All right. Stay on the phone.
Devontae Smith, 54 yards.
Yeah.
And the Eagles
Nah,
are able
hey.
to strike quickly to
Hey,
add
JJ,
on to their lead. The call from Nick Sirianni.
make sure you
Let's go
keep her
for
up.
2 here, he says.
The Eagles will set up
Hey,
for the
JJ, if you
Madden
keep her up, I'll
conversion.
give you $1. I'll give you $1. Hey, JJ, hey, I'll give you $1. You get $1, yeah. $1, keep her up, okay? $1, $1, $1 tip, sir. Yep. Oh,
Hurts will throw.
don't worry about it, huh? But I forgot I'm on live, so
Intercepted.
That keeps the score Eagles 19, Vikings 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
From the 25, here's a second down and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, McCarthy. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Brings up third down.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Third and 20.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Ready? Crackle 80.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Elliott now to add the extra point. They missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Eagles 26, Vikings 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need it right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football. Hat on a hat. Chest to chest. Driving forward. Touchdown.
Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
And their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to plow forward. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a 2nd and 2.
Let go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw. McCarthy setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 43-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A final shot before break. McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Come on. Ready. Hawk 70.
Give to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. That ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra laying himself out in the end zone. And the Eagles are pouring it on. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline, because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening it up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
70 Lions. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
9 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
Go.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. 70.
And now an audible here into something else. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
13 yards.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, shot. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Nolan Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Back to throw. McCarthy. Well, pressure gets to him again. Going for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd
down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Go. Hey, smash.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you were on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, hugging them, giving them down, been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball and lay out.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down and goal to go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're great. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. And a touchdown maybe for the fantasy football folks watching.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are happy about that touchdown, even though it won't change who wins this ball game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Warriors 70.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
39. Vikings 13. Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have two, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Here's 3rd and 10.
Yo, go, set. On anyone,